Today, in this video I'm going to talk about Canada Immigration New Update. In this video I'm going to talk about Liberals to make immigration to Canada much easier. If you are interested in this topic, please watch till the end of this video for latest immigration updates and news. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. Let's get into the video. The Trudeau Liberals are planning to remove nearly all grounds the Immigration Department uses to exclude applicants, the Toronto Sun has learned. It has been the Trudeau government's goal since 2020 to increase Canada's intake of immigrants and refugees by nearly 1/3 to 400,000 annually. How they plan to achieve this elevated level is outlined in an internal draft document sent to immigration and refugee judges, documents that have been exclusively shared with the Sun. In an email sent to staff and adjudicators on September 20, Richard Wex, the Liberals' appointee as chairperson and chief executive officer of the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada, laid out a massive expansion of the reasons immigrants can be allowed to enter and stay in Canada. Under the new guidelines, contained in a document marked draft and covered by solicitor-client privilege, civil service officers who do an initial screening of immigration and refugee claims, plus the immigration and refugee judges who hear appeals of the officer's decisions, are instructed to accept any applicant who has an intersectional claim. Intersectionality is defined as two or more of race, religion, indigeneity, political beliefs, socioeconomic status, age, sexual orientation, culture, disability, or immigration status that impact an individual's lived experience of discrimination, marginalization, or oppression. No longer will claimants need to prove, for instance, that they face torture or death if forced to return to their home countries. Nor will they have to satisfy the UN's definition of a refugee. Now, if they merely claim they have been discriminated against or persecuted for being poor and old, or indigenous and holding political views targeted by some developing countries' strongman, in the Liberals' come. One of the principal tasks of the immigration officers and judges is to determine whether a claimant is telling the truth. The Trudeau Liberals have that covered, too. Chairperson Wex instructs his staff and judges to remember that trauma, whether physical or emotional, can cause people to recollect information or incidents incorrectly. Therefore, if applicants provide evidence that turns out to be false, it may not be because they are lying. Rather, they might just be misremembering due to the lingering stress caused by a trauma. Don't exclude them. Staff and adjudicators are instructed to give applicants the benefit of the doubt. Unless the officer or judge involved has incontrovertible proof an applicant is lying, the claimant should be admitted. His or her claims of discrimination are to be accepted by default and his or her application approved. Their falsehoods might just be the side effect of some traumatic experience that is impeding the applicant's ability to provide evidence that would benefit him or her. Wex describes a traumatic event as one that elicits intense feelings of fear, terror, helplessness, hopelessness, and despair that is perceived as a threat to the person's survival. Adjudicators must employ a do-no-harm approach during hearings to lead with compassion, cultural humility, and patience in order to avoid re-traumatization of an applicant. These new rules render examining refugees' claims pointless. Adjudicators, essentially, must now say yes to everyone who makes it to Canadian soil and claims, not proves, merely claims they are a victim of two more of a broad range of abuses, some invisible and mild. Already, 22 of just over 300 adjudicators already admit 100% of the claimants appearing before them. The median acceptance rate across the country is about 70%. Accepting 100% of claims is an impossibly high rate, unless these 22 judges are deliberately looking to admit anyone and everyone. Most of the 22 are Liberal appointees. Now it would appear they are to be the models for all the other adjudicators. Claimants, on average, wait 2 years for their cases to be heard. During that time, their medical, dental, and even internet is paid for by taxpayers. Sometimes, their housing and food, too. And now there's almost no chance they will be sent out of Canada because what applicant and his or her immigration lawyer isn't going to be capable of thinking up some interconnectedness of discriminations or trauma, or both. That's how the Liberals intend to turn 300,000 or so immigrants a year into 400,000 almost overnight. Just get rid of all the rules and presto, a boom in newcomers. How long do you think it will take for word to get out around the world that Canada, which is already one of the countries most open to immigration, is removing all barriers and throwing the doors open wide? Hopefully the details and information is presented in this video is helpful. Canada Immigration News channel will be releasing a new video when new information is available on any of these updates or requirements. If you have not subscribed, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click on that notifications bell icon. See you sooner in next new immigration video.